Hey, good morning, guys. Yeah, the rain is still falling, and as you heard Kelly talking about, now the first official tropical storm landfall on the island of Maui since modern record-keeping began back in the 1950s. Now, that location where it made landfall is about 10 miles northwest of us right now, and accordingly, we are getting a light southwest wind, which, as storms flow in a counterclockwise direction, that does mean we're now officially on the back side of the storm here. Now, we're just getting light winds because that southwest wind is getting interrupted by some mountains that direction our way, but it's been really kind of dramatic. Let me step out of the way, show you the scene behind us. Been dramatic because we have periods of clear skies interrupted by really dark clouds. We're looking back over my shoulder toward the airport, high surf here in the harbor between me and the airport, and also, of course, the mountains in the background illuminated by some periods of clear sky, which is not uncommon to see in the middle of a tropical storm, even one as ragged as this one. Now, out to the left here, let's pan out toward those rain bands. You saw some clearing near the mountains. Can't help but think that these rain bands are staying just offshore from the harbor here because of the rain shadow effect of the mountains. That mountain there on the east side of the island of Maui getting hammered by rain, but it kind of rains out as it flows our way on the leeward side. Those rain bands to the left here you're looking at over the open ocean, that is the center of Tropical Storm Olivia, just a few miles to our northwest, as you heard a moment ago, officially making landfall. And those rain bands, the heaviest of the stuff at least, they've really just been teasing us here in town, staying just offshore. And again, the heaviest of the rain, of course, just offshore near the center and also in the mountainous regions on the eastern side of the island from what we've seen so far. So, as the rain continues to fall here, the winds are still shifting in town as the center makes progress past us. It does look, and we'll have to confirm this in studio where they have a better look at radar, it does look like the center of the storm has made its closest pass here to town that it will make as it continues in a westerly direction now northwest of where we stand here today. So the storm, of course, certainly not over. Oahu now in its path as it continues in a westerly direction. Really just, it's been an interesting dance to watch this thing move around the mountains, move from the west side of the island to the north side of the island, and I suspect it might have some more surprises up its sleeve for us here in the next 24 hours. In the meantime, I'm meteorologist David Yeomans reporting live in Maui for KHON2 News. We'll talk to you guys again soon.
David, I wanted to ask you a question if you can hear me in the studio.
Sure.
You've been traveling around Maui. You've been up for hours now. We saw you when you were on the north side of Maui and you got pounded by the rain. The wind was whipping. And now it looks like even though the center has made landfall, it doesn't look as wild as it did hours and hours ago when you were on the north side of the Valley Isle. How do you compare everything? Is it pretty much calm compared to what you saw earlier?
Sure, and that's a great point. It's kind of counterintuitive. We're actually in the same spot, guys, on the north side of the valley where we were overnight when it was crazy, where we were early this morning when you saw sideways rain hitting my face and 39-mile-per-hour wind gusts, tropical storm force wind gusts at the airport right behind us. Now, even though the center of the storm is now closer than it was then, the south side of the storm has been very, very ragged. So we actually got heavier rain and we got heavier winds when the storm was farther away, when we had some peripheral rain bands coming through than we have right now. My best estimate is what's going on here, as we've seen on radar and as you guys have shown well in studio with Kelly, the south side of the storm is really getting disrupted, not only by the wind shear blowing the worst of the weather to the north of the center, as we've seen, but also by the mountainous terrain really disrupting things. If you have the flow coming over the mountains toward the center of the storm, which is kind of what's happening here, it appears, with the storm to our northwest, that certainly disrupts things. It puts us in the little rain shadow from the West Maui Mountains here, and it certainly has created kind of a confusing scene. The center of a tropical storm a few miles behind me here, but we have periods of clear sky and sunshine.
Thank you very much, David. It's just a very interesting point because Olivia has made landfall, but a couple of hours ago when he came on at midnight, we saw him just getting pelted with rain and gusty winds.
And those are just the kind of the front of the storm, the frontal bands are right there. You think center of the storm and you think, you know, it's going to wreak havoc.
Yes.
But instead we saw some clear skies
behind him.
Yes.
Very interesting.